Dating and relationship expert Mimi Lee returns again this week to talk about a difficult subject, dating after the loss of a spouse. Welcome back, Mimi.
Well, thank you for having me.
Pleasure having you again.
Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about the challenges that widows and widowers have, and what are some of the things that you can do, what advice can you offer them to help them overcome this with your matchmaking service?
Right, so when you've been with somebody for 30 or 40 or even 50 years, I have clients that have been married 57 years and become widowers, correct? Yeah. So it takes them aback and they're not really sure where to go or how to go about meeting people, and so they reach out to someone like myself who's a matchmaker, and I can introduce them to other people who may be widowed as well, and it makes it a lot easier. But I just have to warn them up a little bit about dating because you don't know after so many years.
So what are some of the tips that you can give them for assistance?
So I always make sure that you come in again with a positive attitude on your first date. Make sure you're on time. Thirdly, just make sure that you are positive about everything, and if you have any questions or if something comes up and someone happens to tell me by feedback that maybe you didn't look them in the eye, I can help you with that because I now know someone's given me the feedback and now you understand. So I just help along the way. I get helpful hints.
Okay. Now that, again, across the board, whether you're a widow or widower, but again, they need to be, after all these years of not having dated, there are challenges, and as simple as that, I mean, making eye contact with somebody that you've just met, I mean, you're probably shy and it's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
So you help them with all of that when they come in.
I just reassure them and I give them comfort, and also let them kind of guide them on a path to talk about things that they're looking forward to in the present and in the future, and not dwell on the past. We can mention that, yes, I was married for a certain amount of years, but I'm looking forward to the future.
The future,
yeah.
Now, you are the top matchmaker, and I know you pride yourself on that. Can you tell us why you feel that you have become the top matchmaker?
Well, passion is absolutely first and foremost, but secondly, because I do everything by hand, I am in touch and see people every single day. So I see my clients on a continuous basis, new ones and old ones, and I'm able to get a feeling, use my intuition, which you really can't get that anyway. It's just a special thing that I certainly have after doing it for 25 years. And so my intuition, and also I'm very dedicated to my clients, and I love every single one of them, everybody. I don't care what age they are, they're like my children. So I definitely want to take care of them.
Well, it must be a great sense of pride for you to help people find somebody, you know, that they enjoy spending time with, because we know how difficult that is.
Yeah, especially when you've been married for so many years. I have a couple, Bill and Joan. They both were widowers, and he was in his 70s. She's in her late 60s, and they were happily married, but they got to a point where it was lonely. It's not fun being at home by yourself or going to events. I mean, your friends will invite you, but it's just not the same. Exactly. So I introduced them. They got engaged. They actually got married in Venice Beach, and then he whisked her off to the Bahamas. So they were just like young sweethearts. Yeah, I just loved it.
It's young at heart. Your
young
love
at heart.
Is young at heart.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
Now, you said you meet everybody one-on-one. I know that you are the matchmaker, but you do have a small staff that does background work for you a little bit, but you are actually the one that people get to meet and talk to. So.
That's absolutely correct, and I do believe that's where my success comes from, because I know my clients very intimately, and I spend a lot of time with them. And again, I get feedback from them. I talk to them, and I know my clients inside out. A computer, you don't know.
You can't.
It's the ABC, or you do the algorithms. I don't
it
do
doesn't
that.
work.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're going to be opening, and that's the reason why I asked, that you can't do it all by yourself, but you do it as an individual when you meet people, because you're going to be opening other offices in Arizona?
Yes, both in Tucson and in Scottsdale.
So for people who live out in that or have friends out in those areas, they should be looking for you in the near future.
Yes, and it's a licensee, so I'm not going to actually be out there, but I have a wonderful licensees that really understand people, and they're a good match. So they'll have fun, but a lot of my clients do travel, and if you play a lot of golf, you might end up in Scottsdale or Florida or what have you.
Right. Okay. So tips again for singles wanting to meet that special someone. What's the first steps you take? I mean, obviously, you know, we can't all come to you, although we would all love to. What are some general advice that you might give to singles, if you don't mind sharing some of those?
Oh, sure, absolutely. It's top secret.
Okay.
No, first and foremost, talk to your friends, talk to your family, if they might know somebody that they could introduce you to. So that's always a good way to meet people. Secondly, you can try the online dating, maybe just look at the profiles, not necessarily put yourself up there, but that will get you going, knowing, okay, there's a lot of people out there that are single, and that will get you motivated to do whatever you need to do to meet somebody, whether that's at a bookstore or at an auction or some kind of event.
And you did say something interesting. I was reading a bit on your website. Try something new, and that's what you're saying, a bookstore. But it could be like a sporting event that you haven't gone to.
Oh, yeah.
Try something different. Do
Yeah, take a
something
dance
different.
class. If you've never danced,
That would be a wonderful way to
Wonderful
meet
way.
somebody.
Kayaking, paddleboarding. I mean, there's so much out here in Florida to do. Even going to the beach, as simple as it is, to have somebody with you when you're watching the sunset is so much more beautiful and exciting than by yourself. So it's the simple things in life, but I would encourage everybody to keep a positive mind and know that there are many people out there who are single, just like they are, whether it's a divorce or a widower. Correct. So hang in there.
Okay, website for our viewers, please.
Oh, sure. It's mytopmatchmaker.com.
Yes.
And my direct one is mimi@mytopmatchmaker.com.
Okay, so you have two. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've been a doll.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Aging Gracefully on Suncoast FYI. To find previous episodes, go to snnTV.com under programming. See you next Saturday and Sunday at noon.